All right, neighbors, hello. Welcome to the Salt Creek lesson. This is going to be the arrangement more or less. Here we go. And a 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go through that a little bit more slowly. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now the first thing we need to try to do is get it in our heads. And so one way that I recommend doing that is kind of just humming along to the essential parts of the melody. So let's hum along to the old Salt Creek in this arrangement. So it's going to sound like this. Okie dokie. So as you can see, it's not exactly the same every time because that's not how life operates, except when it does. But that's just not how we're teaching it right now. We're going to teach it 90%, 95% one way, and then there's going to be room for it to breathe and grow, and your creativity will kind of direct your motion with regard to that. No one can play like anybody else exactly unless you're a computer or you're a robot cyborg mandolin machine, and that's very unusual. So the first little line of it is a kind of a staggered Monroe 16th thing, and you can kind of put the backbeat chug in there or not. And when I say backbeat chug, you might know what I mean by that. And this is kind of a pulsing rhythm that replicates or imitates, tries to imitate the fiddle shuffle, right? A lot of y'all probably know that. You can kind of identify that because it's the same place where you play your offbeats for your rhythm chop. So if you can take that rhythm and put it into your lead. So for instance, if you just stop playing your left hand and you keep playing your right hand, and then you use that rhythm to play your lead. Okay, you'll hear Monroe do that a little bit. You hear Sam Bush do that a good bit. And it's to put that rhythm in there. It really locks with the band well, and it creates the kind of like, energy that you want to move to. Okay, so let's look at this first line. All right, one more time. A little slowlier. So what's going on here is that you're starting on the downstroke, 2nd fret of the G, and really there's kind of 2/16 notes as a pickup to that. And you can do that different ways. You can go and a 1, or 4E and a 1, or you can go and a 1. That's what I usually do. Sometimes I'll do a little bar there to get the drone across the whole, all of it. 2nd fret, G and D. And then after that first 16th note of the downbeat, you're going to move on an upstroke to the 6th fret. And it's going to be up, down, and go 1, E, and down, up, down, up, down. And you're going to continue this pattern, which is called the staggered 16th notes, up the line. Okay, so it's 2nd fret with the pickup notes, and a 1, 6, 6, 2, 2, 4, 4, open, open, 4th, 4th, 5th, 5th. All right, so 2, 6, 6, 2, 2, 4, 4, open, open, 4, 4, 5, 5. All right, and it's up on each new note. Up, 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 up. Okay? And then when you get to that 5th fret note, you can also grab the double stop at the 2nd fret of the E for a little chord there, D chord. All right? Let's play that about 4 times in a row. We're going to start slowly. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. All right, so let's do it 3 more times. Ready, and go. Again. One more time. Okay, so some of this stuff is kind of hard to play slowly, cleanly, or whatever, but that's not exactly the point. The point for it is just to be musical and exciting and interesting. But when you get it up to speed, it starts to smooth out and feel better. And it's all just kind of droning. Okay, so that's the first line. Here's the second line of the tune, and this is called Salt Creek. Alright, so it's pretty Monroe right here. Sliding into the 5th fret of the D and the 2nd fret of the A. Like that. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then we're going 3, 2, open, upstroke on the 5th fret of the D. 5, 2. Alright, 3, 2, open, 5, 2. 3, 2 opens on the A. Upstroke on the 5th fret of the D. Then down to the 2nd fret of the D. So that whole thing. Alright, one more time. And you can also go open A before the 3, 2 open. So you can go or. That's probably what I do most of the time. It's a real kind of quick little, not exactly a ghost note, but it's just a soft note. Sometimes I'll do this. So that's a little hammer-on lick. So you're playing the 2nd fret of the A, also with the open E, hammering on to the 3rd fret of the A. Then back to the 2nd fret with an upstroke, and the rest of it's normal. You also get the parallel fifths thing happening, and you can do that individually. 3, 2, open. So you're hitting the A and the E on the 3rd fret, kind of barring it, or just hitting them both with your middle finger. 2nd fret, and then open, and then down to the 5th fret, upstroke, 2nd fret. And you can also do the hammer-on thing with the parallel fifths, which is cool. So you got some options there. Okay, so you just kind of do what you like, or do what comes out, what flows. And so this is what we got so far. Alright, so let's play all that about 4 times in a row. We'll start slowly. Ready and go. Same thing. 2 more times. One more time. Okay, so that's almost up to speed. Now, so we'll get back in the context. So that's the end of the last line where we were. And then from there, this is what I do, which is kind of like just a different pickup note to the downbeat of the next line, which is 2nd fret of the D, open D, upstroke, and then you're at the 3rd line, which is basically the same as the 1st line. Okay? And then we've got a little ending lick, which sounds like this. Alright? Alright, so 3, 2, open, 3, 2, open, 5th fret, 2nd fret of the E, open, 4, 2, O. And you can either play the 4th or the 5th fret there. You know, they both sound good. That's the 5th fret. It's just kind of like, you know, whatever. Alright, so that's one good ending lick. I'll show you another one for free. Here it is. It's a little bit more fiddly. And what that is 0, 2, 3, and then you can grab the 5th fret or the 7th fret. I like doing the 7th fret. 0, 2, 3, 7, 2, 5, open, 2nd, open, 5th fret of the A with an upstroke, then 4, 0, 2, 5, 4, open, open. Alright? Alright, so one more time. One more time on the explanation. 0, 2, 3, 7, 2, 5, 0, 2, 0, 5, 4 on the A. 0, 2, 5, 4, 0, 0. Alright, so start playing that slowly. Here we go. Ready and go. And 1, 2, ready, go. One, 2, 3. One, 2, go. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, so that's our second ending lick. The first ending lick option we did was this one. Alright, and the second one. Alright, so you could stick the first one on the first one and the second one on the second one. How about that? That'd be kind of cool. And that'd be like this. Okie dokie. So that brings us to the second part, which is called the B part. It sounds like this. Alright, so that's very exciting. It's a lot of notes there. Okay, so let's figure out what they are. That's the first part of it. That's the A chord part. Alright, so that's starting off with an octave, pulling it up from the second fret. Down, up, down, and you're also droning with the open A on that, so 2 and 5 on the E string. 2, 5, 5, 5, 5. Down, up, down. Alright. Now you down, up, down, down. Alright. So that's the whole line. So we got 2, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, 5, 2, open, and then open second, and then it goes into the G chord after that. But just try to hear that. That's the name of the game. Hear it, play it. Alright, you can also dip down to the 5th fret of the A. Alright. Upstroke on the 5th fret of the A. Open E. 2nd fret with an upstroke. Alright. Alright, that's the first line. It doesn't just do that over and over again. That's the first line. Second line sounds like this. Alright, okay, so now this is coming into a G chord. And, 2-finger G chord. Alright. So 2-finger G, 2nd fret of the A, 3rd fret of the E. Alright. 3, 2, 3, 2, open, 5, 4, 2. And you can come down to the octave again for the A. Or do something like this. Alright, so slow that down a little bit. This is the first line of the B part. So when you go down to that, that's where we left off the line of the first B part line explanation. You can discreetly hit the 3rd fret of the E before you go down for your strums. And what I do there is down, up, down. Alright? 3, 2, 3, 2, open, 5, 4, 2. So let's try that. We're just looping that one part, the G chord. Alright, now let's put it in context with the first line. right, that's as far as we got. So now let's hear the whole B part all the way through. So we got a third line, and it sounds like this. And then we got the ending lick from the first part, so that's easy. So this third line is down, up, down, up, down, 0, 4, 4, 0, 5, A string, 4th fret, open E, 5th fret. Okay, so we get out of the G business. And then after that we got down, up, down, up, down. That's kind of like an 8th note right there. You have one little 16th note rest. And you got that. So after your 8th note, you got down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 5, 5, 5, 7, 5, 2, open. And then after that you got an ending lick. Or, all right. And then you can also swing down and hit the 5th fret of the A on an upstroke before you get into the ending lick. So this is the third line of the B part. You can also get octaves there if you like. A little slower, third line, ready and go. Or using the other ending. Okay. All right, so let's check out an ending lick really quickly. Let's try to go with this one. All right. That'll be kind of close to it. There's little slight variations. It doesn't really matter. You know, the classic. Alright, so there's 2 pickup notes into the downbeat of the ending lick. That's the downstroke on the open E, upstroke on the 4th fret of the E. And then the downbeat of the ending lick. So 5, 4, 5, open, 2, 5, open. Let's just do that. Again. One more time. The next note is a 5th fret note upstroke, 4th fret downstroke, open, upstroke, 2nd fret, 4th fret, open. So that whole little business, it's all up and down, but it's got those pickup notes to the ending lick. 0, 4, 5, 4, 5, open, 2, 5, open, 5th fret of the A, 4, 0, 2, 4, open, la da 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 da, ba da 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 da, ba do do do. And then from here, you can kind of do it how you want to do it, but this is kind of how I do it. 2, 3, 4, open, 3, 2, open. You get a drone with that if you want to. And then catch the 5th fret of the D on an upstroke going down, 2nd fret, open, and then you can kind of do either 5 or 6. And then a lot of times I'll get the double stop with the 2nd fret of the D, and then 4th fret of the G, upstroke, 2nd fret or the bar, then open G upstroke, and then the last one. You get those parallel fifths there sometimes if you like them too. Just whatever, you can do it clean. Alright, so now that we can kind of play it, let's go ahead and kind of play it about 3 or 4 times in a row. We'll start out a little bit slowly and then we'll increase in speed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there you have it, Saul Cree.